Skull and Sword, welcome back. We just read chapters 20 through 22. I want to focus on 1 Samuel 20, verse 8. David and Jonathan's friendship it's beautiful, but it's not simple. There was love here, there's covenant here, there's brotherhood here, but there's also danger in politics, royal power, and ultimately survival. David is not just talking to a friend, he is talking to the son of a king who wants him dead. And the surprising detail is this: David speaks like a servant because Jonathan has the power to protect him. In verse 8 of chapter 20, David calls himself Jonathan's servant and says Jonathan brought him into the covenant of the Lord. David's not being weak here. He is using humble language to remind Jonathan that covenant power must become covenant protection. Humility can carry holy strategy. And scholars, they say that David's oath language places Jonathan in the position of superior responsibility, reminding him that his power must be used faithfully. Real covenant does not use position to protect comfort. It uses position to protect people. Power is a stewardship. It's not a throne. And David knows Jonathan holds influence near Saul. And Jonathan knows David carries the future God is raising. And the kingdom is quietly shifting through a friendship where one man must choose loyalty to God over loyalty to his own advantage. Real covenant actually exposes self-interest. Our culture often treats relationships as networking, as leverage, as our own advantage, as access or emotional convenience. But biblical loyalty asks whether you can bless what God is raising, even when it costs you what you thought was yours. So don't call possession love. Don't call ownership love. Don't lie about what love actually is. And Jonathan is Saul's son, which means David's rise could look like Jonathan's loss. And the miracle is that Jonathan does not fight the anointing on David. He protects it. True love, true brotherhood does not compete with God's will. This is like a runner handing the baton to someone who will finish the race he has always dreamed of winning himself. Covenant love can celebrate another person's calling without treating it like an attack on your own. Don't turn assignment into rivalry. I'm telling you, I took over our church as lead pastor about 4 years ago, and we went through a very rare thing. Most church transitions of leaderships, if they're clean, it's because the former lead pastor just leaves. But we had an amazing opportunity that our lead pastor, he stayed. And guess what? He had the right heart about everything. He knew that it was the Lord's will to do what we decided to do. And now he's still on our staff. He's a part of our team, and he is my biggest supporter. There's never any competition. And that's what loyalty, that's what love and friendship actually is. It's a real covenant. And back to David. David's deference is not manipulation. It's a plea for Jonathan to act like the covenant partner he has promised to be. A covenant is not proven by emotion in safe moments, but by faithfulness when loyalty becomes expensive. Love gets tested when it becomes costly. And we live in a world where people abandon relationships the moment sacrifice is required. And Jonathan shows us a better way. Love does not merely admire God's plan. Love protects it when it threatens personal gain. So we got to protect what God is building. So David, he needed Jonathan's help. And Jonathan had every reason to protect his own future, but covenant love chose God's kingdom over personal advantage. And the question is not just who loves you when it benefits them. The question is who can stay loyal when obedience costs them something. That's what covenant is. That is love with an absolute backbone. Love y'all. See you in the discussion room.